You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Wepa, what up, mi gente? It's your boy, Al Mega. Welcome to a brand new Comic Crusaders Podcast. And today we're getting back on the comics train. Hey, that's right. Because we have an amazing independent comic creator. He's an artist. He's a writer. He's also a podcaster on Catch the Craze, man. And he even got a company called Crazees Comics. I mean, this is the Boricua that seems to be nuts about comics. Let me introduce the one, the only, Samuel Vera. Hey, what up, kiddo? How you doing?
That's an amazing intro, bro.
You ready to fight, right? WWE. Let's do it. We'll throw them elbows, son. Do that in Brooklyn style. What up, kiddo? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, brother. You're about to get pumped up, man, because you have an amazing project out right now, man. There's an alien in my toilet. Holy shit, bro. Hey, let me tell you, bro, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I find an alien in my toilet, you know, things are going to go crazy. I'm from Brooklyn. It's going to go nuts. You know what I mean?
That's how we do it in Crazy Comics.
I love it. I love it. So, Samuel, a little bit about yourself, homie. You know, where you from, OG?
Yes. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, and then moved to Jersey when I met my wife.
So how long were you in Brooklyn?
I was only in Brooklyn for I think my first 2 years.
So you don't know nothing about Brooklyn.
I don't even remember it. I hung out in Brooklyn when I got a teenager because that was the spot. But but I grew up in Queens, Jamaica, Queens.
Jamaica,
and I was into everything. I was into we played riffle ball, we played Scully, we played,
Bro, you said wiffle ball, my dude, bro. Right here, kiddo. I mean, brand new in the box. They got 2 of these, they got the bat. Because when my boy comes, again, I don't know what is it with Puerto Ricans and wiffle ball.
It's awesome. You can spin the ball,
bro. I used to play in the hood. Let me tell you, they used to call me the snake because I have this one pitch that you think is going sensei. Once the breeze came, muchacho, that shit was curved.
It was over.
And he's like, "You fucking snake." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right."
Yeah. So then everybody would try to tape the wiffle ball bat to get it harder.
Bro. Or newspaper inside.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it right. Yeah, they were actually corking wiffle bats, folks. That's the ghetto way. That's how we do it in the hood. We're there really aiming to break windows like assholes.
Yeah. We did that. We did, dirt bikes. We jump ramps. We used to do everything. I played, baseball. We played stickball in the streets.
Man. But that's it. I mean, that's the urban jungle. That's what it is. I mean, what choices do we have? Unfortunately, some communities don't even have a park near them.
Exactly. Yeah.
We make do
into a park. Yeah.
So then, growing up in Queens, right? Were you a fan of comics then, or that's something that came later in life?
No, so I was first introduced to comics by my mom. She read the Archie comics, the digests.
Okay.
The little digest.
Wait, so you're telling me Mama was the fan first?
Yes.
Actually? Oh, yes. That's dope. So she wasn't the mama that just toma cállate, trying to give you something to keep you calm. She actually was a fan.
She was a fan. She was
that's cool.
She was my best friend. She was everything to me,
Wait. We're using you said the word was.
She passed back in 1992.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Right when I graduated high school.
Que te no reino del cielo, Papa. Watch. She's obviously watching over you, kiddo, because you're doing amazing things. So God bless.
She was amazing. I mean, she was never heavy-handed with me. She treated me like an adult and would always, if there was a concern of her, she said, "Here's my opinion. This is why. At the end of the day, you have to make a decision because you're your own man." And I was 12 years old when she would have these conversations with me. So my conscience would always make me make the right decision because of my mom. And then whatever happened in the streets, I never brought it home. Whatever happened outside, she didn't even know.
That's the code, kiddo. I mean, now I tell mommy all the poca vergüenza I was
doing. Yes.
And she's like, mira este condenado. She gets like, wow, you're not old enough for me to still, to not smack you. You know what I mean? Like, you ass. I can still get you back on that. I'm like, I need to shut up now.
Yeah, she was and then my sister used to tell her, Mom, he got into a fight today, or Mom, this
Oh, she
and
was a chota kid. Damn,
yeah,
bro.
my sister used to snitch. And I was like, Mom, I said, Mom, my clothes are not dirty and I have nothing on my face. I don't understand what she's saying. So because I made it a point. I never wanted to stress her out because she was a single mom raising 3 boys and a girl on her own.
Oh wow, on her own, yo, wow, yeah. I mean, the struggle of a single parent, that shit is real.
Yeah. So
So salute to her for having done that. Wow.
yeah, so she introduced me to Archie comics and she got me my first pencils and stuff. And
Oh, so she already was kind of pushing you towards that narrative too. Was it because you wanted it, or because she said you should do this, kiddo?
well, the second influence was my brother Eddie. And again, rest in peace, he also passed away.
Oh my gosh, I hate hearing this. So talk about Eddie. Was he older brother?
He was my older brother, but he was like my little brother. He spent most of his time in the hospital with a defective liver, and he had a few liver transplants. And so when I visited him in the hospital, he had a sketchbook and he would draw, and he was drawing this 3 monkeys in a barrel. And I was like, I want to draw, I want to draw like Eddie. And that's how I started drawing. So my mom got me my own pencils. And then from that point on, I was a big fan of the Dark Crystal and the Never Ending Story and Fraggle Rock.
Oh, bro, I love Never Ending Story. That was one of my favorites as a kid, yo.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah. So I always wanted to draw, and then it wasn't until I saw Too Close for Comfort. And
classic show. Yeah. Oh my God, look at what homie's bringing up here, yo. We're showing our age with these.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm wearing a hat. I'm hiding the grace.
Oh, yeah, I can't hide this.
No, it's done for you. The father was a comic strip artist, and he had a comic strip called Cosmic Cow. That's when I realized, wait, I said, you can do this for a living and you can make money doing this? I just thought that it was the magic of movies and that stuff just appeared. And then when I realized there was a human being behind it, that's when I was like, that's what I want to do, Mom. And then it was her boyfriend that told me, you'll never amount to a true artist because all you do is copy what you see. Because I used to copy my G.I. Joe figures. I used to stand them up and I used to draw them. And so I got pissed off. I went to the yard. I had a little, underneath the house, there was a hideout. It was my little clubhouse. So I went there and I pouted for a little bit. And I must have been 12 or 13 or 12 years old. And
I would have kicked him in the nuts and hit in that spot because I'm like, screw you, dude. This is how people learn. All right, guys.
So he actually did me a favor because I said, you know what? From this day forward, I'm not copying. I'm going to draw from my imagination.
I'm going to prove your ass wrong. Yeah, sometimes it takes that. Because especially us Puerto Ricans, we're very stubborn and hard-headed. And when somebody tells us something that's against what we're doing, we're going to prove your ass wrong, yo.
Yes.
It's in our nature to do that, folks, all right?
It's either fight or flight, right? And
but most of the time we're fighting, even if we get our asses kicked, but we're fighting.
Yes. That's the great thing about it. You can fight your buddy, and then the next thing you know, you're out there having a sandwich together.
Oh, my brother, I used to fight talking about the 12-year-old experience, one of my best friends, we would get into arguments over stupid shit and throw hands. And then the next day, we're watching each other's back. Like, how dare you even say shit about him?
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's the difference between genders because, guys can let it go the next day. Girls will hold on to it for a long time.
Grudges. Yeah. And then they say, there will be world peace. My God, I don't think so. I don't know. Please, let's just keep it like neutral. Let's have everybody 50-50 equal. And, I support. And I'm saying I support, I don't support women. I absolutely do. But I'm just saying that when, that's what that comment, which is true, at least from our cultural perspective. Yes. Our Puerto Rican women do hold that grudges. They don't fuck around.
Forget about it. My mom, I was fast, so my mom could never catch me, right? So I remember saying something to my sister when I was a kid. And so my mom was like, she used to call me Poochie. She's like, Poochie. And that's like, I went, pew! And she's like, okay. So a week later, she's sitting on the couch and she would read her Fabio fantasy novels, right? And I would sleep with, my head on her hip, and she would rub her finger through my hair. The next, whack right across my face. And I'm like, oh, I said, what was that for? She goes, remember a week ago when you said that to your sister?
Te cogí. Yeah, te cogí, cabrón. I got you now, right? And I get it. See, me, I was fast. But unfortunately, my mom is like the Jonah Hex of chanclas. You know what I mean? Yeah. So no matter how fast I ran, I don't know if that shit has heat-seeking capabilities. but that shit would find me. It would find me. No matter how I dip, is that shit was following me. I'm like, and she was quick to the draw. I am not, that foot come up, it was like tatang, like ninja star.
That was my grandmother with the broomstick.
Oh, I got here. I thought one day it was nice. Mama came. Yeah, I'm sharing these stories. Well, I was not that I was an asshole, people. I wasn't, but there was just the moms because Puerto Rican moms don't play. Yes. So I don't know what I had done. She comes out. She's like, "You think you big?" And she came out with the broomstick, and here I am thinking I'm cool blocking it. But then she caught me like when I went like this. She caught me between the fingers. Oh man, I saw stars. I said, "Ooh!" I said, got you." Boom, boom, boom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I love it, man. Yes. So it's wonderful to know that you have such an encouraging parent, though, in your youth to do that. So, you had the encouraging parent. Did you find the same thing within a tribe and a group of friends that was similar in taste to you, if you will?
Most of my friends were into. When I was into drawing, most of my friends were into girls because I was into girls too. But they would I would prioritize.
Hey, Medina, what up, Pablo?
There goes the Medina. What's up, brother? So it was either girls and clubs, and so I would prioritize. Sometimes because when we hung out, there was a chance always something was going to happen. So I was like, you know what, I'm going. Yes, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'd rather draw today.
I get you.
But not all. It was only a couple of my friends that were into art, but not everybody. Most of them were into graffiti art.
Gotcha. But it's art nonetheless. But and again, even nowadays, though, if you look at publishers like Rosarian Press, they hire a lot of former graffiti artists that are actually doing books, or tattoo artists that are now doing books and getting into this genre, which I'm happy to see that people from different walks of life get into this, especially with artistic ability. Yeah. Now, you're an artist and a writer, but do you have a preference? And which is you started with artistry. So when did writing come into play?
Writing came into play when I created my first character called Gorf. It was called
Gorf.
Gorf, Cosmic Gorf. And he started off, his name was Scrungy when I was an adolescent, and then it evolved into Gorf. And the influence was Fraggle Rock and Alf and all that stuff. And
I love Alf, bro. What a great show. I mean, even though he eats cats, just stay away from my kitty, and we stay friends.
I have every episode. I have every comic. I have the doll. Understand.
Oh my God, I have a story with the doll. I'm gonna embarrass my brother Daniel Black. I'm shutting him out. Follow him on Facebook because he was such a little punk that remember when the Alf doll came out?
Yes.
Right? So it's furry, right?
Yes.
So here we are. My mom gives him the present. And
this one?
Yeah. Oh shit, people. You guys don't know. Danny, I hope you're watching, bro. Don't get scared because when he opened that present, he didn't open it from the top. He opened it from the middle.
Right.
Always there was nothing but fur. This little motherfucker got up and booked. Like, what the hell is that? Out of fear. Put that up on screen. Danny, let me give you some time. Show the belly. That's what he saw first. I can't believe you still got that. That is so dope, bro. Folks, he has pulled out an original Alf plush doll. All right.
Yes.
I mean, classic. I am digging it. Yeah, you're a man after my heart, brother. We gotta chill if I ever go back, to bullshit because this is fun.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm a big Alf fan. I've always been a big Alf fan, and
the books were great too. I got them. I had them. I had a huge collection, but that's another story.
I have all the comics.
That's cool.
I used to draw Alf all the time in high school. My teachers would go crazy. Samuel, focus. Or they would say, Mr. Vera, will you focus?
Oh, that's definitely a New York teacher because they don't call you by your first name. They always love to do this whole shit like this, especially when they want your attention.
Yes.
That's a New York teacher.
One teacher used to call me Vinny Barbarino because I would sit in the back of the class with my feet up on the table and I would draw. And she's like, yeah. So then she would purposely ask a question and say, Mr. Vera, would you like to answer that, Vinny? And then I was like, and I'd answer it. And she would get pissed because how the hell? I would listen to her, but I was always drawing.
You see, I tell people this whole shit the whole time. Do not say that men cannot multitask. Yes, we can. Like when you think we're not listening, believe you me, we really are. Even if we're not looking at your ass. I'm telling you, because my wife always says, did you hear what I said? And I repeat the whole thing. She goes, but you didn't even look at me once. I said, babe, I am busy. But I'm listening, trust me.
Yes.
I'm here. I'm an open book. Everything's going through it. It's processing through the brain.
Yes.
Before it leaves.
I'm prioritizing. That's what I'm doing.
It's the same thing. I've been married 20 plus years, folks. Yes. I'm a vet. Trust me. All right.
Congratulations.
Listen. All right. Listen. That's all you got to do. Just hear.
That's it. Yeah.
And reiterate that you're there. Yes. Yes.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
You know, I used to get mad at hearing that fucking term, happy wife, happy life. Because shouldn't it be both of us that should be happy? but I am starting to understand that, you know, my happiness will only lead with that happiness. Okay.
There you go. Yes.
In the forefront. So I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I'm starting to learn now. And this is why I got this. All right. These white hairs on my beard. So, okay. So only a few friends went to into comics and then, right? But when was the day that you said, Sam, let's go live. Let's do something real. Let's create.
It was when I was doing music.
You did music. What type of music? Talk about. Don't tell me you were doing some freestyle and shit either, bro.
No. So originally, a producer wanted to do club music with me because they heard me sing.
You wait a minute. So you sing too? Look at this dude, yo. I mean, I said, this write a podcast and shit. So I added singer to that MFR.
So what happened was when I went to the studio, another producer was there, and so when they said test the mic, I would freestyle rap. And so they're like, "What are you wasting your time with club music? It's gonna go away. Rap is here to stay. It's a growing trend." So I was like, "All right." So this guy, he had Concrete Records, and he says, let's do an EP together with me and my friend." And we did an EP, a 2-sided single. That's when you had the 12 inches.
Hey, that's what she said.
Yes. And so when I was sitting in a meeting with my manager, the producer, my partner, I wanted to create an empire called Crazy Media Group. I was thinking long term. So Crazy Comic, because we had Crazy Skills Productions, and Crazy Comics was a division of Crazy Media Group, and that's how it started.
Why do we Puerto Ricans think on layers like this? Because I even when I created this, I said this is the layer, and then this is the next layer. This is the next layer.
Yes.
And, we're making like tres leches right here for real, bro.
Yes. And that's and one of the things my friends in the neighborhood would say, Sam had these huge plans and these active imagination, and he had all these ideas. And so for me, I was like, all right, it's going to happen. And then when the music didn't happen, because I walked away from music when my mom passed, and my partner got shot. So I was like, all right,
wait a minute. So all this happened within this a small time frame?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
But don't we go through shit? I mean, for real. Just as people every day. This is why, people need to understand, right? That everybody goes through shit, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes just leave people alone. Like, for me, you've lost. I mean, that even a partner in music when you're starting up. I mean, for you to still be here today, though. I mean, but I mean, okay, he got shot, but it's scary. But you're still here, like rocking. Holy shit, yo! I mean, a lot of people were like, "I'm done totally."
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's two bodies on a mic. Not trying to take away the name from the original group. I know there was a group, two bodies on a mic back in the day.
Yeah, so that was what happened to me, and so
crazy.
I was taking care of my sister, who had she was a teenager with a baby. It was me and my sister.
Oh my gosh!
And so then I was like, all right, I went into a depression.
Oh, wait, you're blowing my mind here. So then your younger sister also, was she also a single parent, or?
Yeah, she was single.
In that scenario.
She was a teenager with a baby, and so it was me and her when my mom passed. And so
you had to become, the adult all of a sudden. You also lost your older brother.
Yeah, I was working 7 days a week. I was
$6
an hour. And
I know back in the day, I used to work in Seatown and Yellowstone, making those $6 an hour.
Yeah.
Or $5 an hour when I started. It was $5.25 when I started.
Yeah. So, and then that's when I decided, I already had the logo. I trademarked my logo, all that stuff, whatever. And I started Crazy Comics. And originally it was with the guys I was doing music with, and then we recruited some other people. And my first script that I wrote was Tales of an Assassin, and so that's what we were fleshing out. And then everybody went their separate ways. And then I met a couple other guys, and I did a book called The Book of Wrath. And then that didn't pan out. So then I was at the School of Visual Arts and taking a continuing education course.
Everybody goes to the School of Visual Arts. So everybody hit that. I mean, come on, man. And then you got Midtown Comics right there.
So Midtown.
For you to spend your check.
Yeah, they were also good to us. And then that's when I met George. We were in
George whom?
George Medina.
There you go. Jorge. Yeah. But I want to keep it Latino here, folks. Let's talk about his real name. It's Jorge.
or if you're Anglo, you're gonna say Jorge. But
oh my God. Let me tell you, I've heard that before. You ain't fucking around, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, don't chop up the name like that bad. I mean, I know I F up names. I would never say Georgie.
Yeah. They called me Vera. They would say Mr. Vera. And I'm like, who's Vera? My name is Vera.
Hey, now I know who were the teachers in the school based on that pronunciation.
Yeah, So then he and I started talking, and he had this little comic book booklet that he did that he folded up with his hip hop duck, and I told him.
And again, this is at the school that you guys hooked up.
Yeah, because I tell the story all the time. The name bashing start. We took a life drawing class. That's how I met him. But it was always dudes, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm tired of looking at these." And so I turned, and then we started talking. I was like, "I don't want to look at that guy anymore," right? And that's it. I was like, "This is over." And then I was like, "Yo, I'm doing Crazy Comics. You don't want to come on board?" And he's like, "Sure." And so he had a book called Rush 5377 that he was self-developing, and I was doing Cosmic Wars. And at that time, I had a contact of mine, a friend of mine, who had was able to produce full glossy color of our comic books under the table. But what he would do is he would give it straight out of the printer, flat stacks, and we would have to fold them and staple them ourselves. But we were. But
it's a hookup, bro. I laugh because this is the whole shit about New York, folks. If you don't know it, like there's always somebody doing some shit.
Yes.
Yeah, but you could find and get whatever you need done.
Yes.
As crazy as it sounds, this is why I'm laughing. Like, I'm enjoying this conversation so much because this is straight up New York hustle.
Yeah, that's the hustle. So then we was like, "Yo, we want to do a convention." We never did a comic book convention, but we didn't have the money for it. So there was but another friend of mine knew the promoter for Big Apple Comic Con.
Oh, Mike Carbonaro.
Yes. So he introduced me to Mike, and Mike is like Mick Jagger with ADD on 100 level, right? He'll look at you, you'll tell him your name, and he'll forget your name.
This motherfucker tried to flirt with my wife in front of me. And he's lucky I was trying to get a deal on that Nova run. I was like, all right, baby, just take this shit for a couple of minutes. I'm trying to get this run. But Mike, you ever do that again, I will fuck you up, I promise.
But I'm like, yo, I'm trying to convince him to give us a free table. And he's like, it costs this much. Go see this guy. I said, no, you don't understand. So then I just pull out the secret weapon. I did an ad for the Big Apple Comic Con. He goes, hey, that's my show. I said, yeah. He goes, I said, I did that. He goes, will you do it again? I said, yeah. He goes, do it again for my next show, and you have a table. I said, and that's how we got in. And so we did the marketing. We did some marketing for every show, and we had a table for 4 years, 3 to 4 years with Mike Carbonaro. He was always good to us. And
Mike's a good dude. You know how I know Mike? Me and Mike go back to when he had Continental Comics in Queens.
Wow, that's all
right.
Yeah.
Old school and a half. You know what I'm talking about, bro?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's how back I know Mike.
Wow.
That when he ran that shop.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yo. I mean, he's a New York comic book legend. Say what you will. He even has that public access channel show and showing off collectibles and stuff. I mean, he in the business. That's a real dude. I mean, yeah, he's quirky. That's the word I'll use.
Yes.
But he's a real cool dude, and he's very passionate about the culture. I mean, we need people like that, though. They just love what they do, and
he was always
a promoter.
Yeah, he was always good to us, all the way till the time when I walked away from comics. So, and so for me, it was like,
all right, Wait a minute. Let's get into this bochinche now. What happened? What happened? Why did you walk away? So you're doing all these shows. You got projects. What happened?
Yeah, we were popping. You know, I was on American Latino TV. We were on local national news. We were on the radio. We were in the papers. And then we were on, then I was represented by Circle of Confusion, where they represent Robert Kirkman for The Walking Dead, the Wachowski brothers, The Matrix, and all that stuff. And they were pitching our stuff.
Wachowski sisters now.
They were pitching our stuff to the Hollywood, and then we thought we were going to have a deal with Warner Brothers, but then they changed leaderships, and whatever was on that person's table went in the trash, and they were starting all over. And so that, and the fact that it was burning a lot of money, my own personal expense, because we were doing like 14, 15, 16 shows a year.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Now that's not easy, you know, especially if you're working a low paying job and you're not selling. It's like, yeah, I understand that. Again, I'm an entrepreneur. You are, sir, an entrepreneur. All right. Because you have a brand, you're running a label, you're doing something. So I get that. I mean, when you start shelling out your pocket and it starts affecting things like shit, I have to choose survival versus passion.
Yeah. And I was married and I couldn't. And so, you know, it was that let down when they said, you know what, there's no more deals on the table, blah, blah, blah. And then the money was burning fast. And it was just, I said, you know what, I left. I didn't even make an announcement. I just disappeared. I was like, yo, whatever happened to Sam?
You ghosted. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't answer any emails because we had a big following. I didn't answer any emails. And there was a lot of emails coming in. I just disappeared for 10 years.
10 años. Jesus Christ, bro. A 10-year absence. So what happened? What happened in that 10-year absence that all of a sudden something tickle your fancy? You say, I gotta come back.
Well, what happened was, I got ourselves financially stable. You know, I excelled in, retail corporate world. And, we got a house, we got settled down, the whole bit. And I always had my office, but it was a museum. It was just a showpiece.
It was just memories, Bendy.
Yes. Well, I told my wife, I said, look, I don't want to be the old man sitting on my porch, wondering what could have been. I said, I need to finish this. And I said, I'm smarter now. There's a lot of resources now that I didn't have back then. And she says, go for it. And it was like Adrian telling Rocky, and it was over. That's all I needed. And
man. So a shout out to your Adrian for being that woman that said, you know what? Good. We have our stuff. So you're ready. Do it.
Yeah. And then George,
that's wonderful.
Yeah. And then George contacted me. He says, hey, I got some stuff of yours in my house. Do you want it? Sure. He came over.
Wait. That was 10 years after the fact that he hit you up?
Yeah. He stood
timing, or was he always around?
He was always doing comics. Okay. He was doing it with the other guys. So that, so they became Mass Media Studios. And I always joke it's backwards for Sam. Because it was MAS, and and I actually interviewed them. One of my last interviews when I did the podcast, I interviewed them at the New York Comic Con
on Catch the Craze, folks. You check it out.
And then I dipped, and so we met up at my house, and it's the first time we met up in years. And I was like, "Yo, I'm bringing back the Craze. Are you down?" He's like, "Yeah, hell yeah!" And so in 2019, we brought back Catch the Craze in September. At that time, we had. The channel was limbo, so it only had 40 something subscribers. Everyone unsubscribed over the years, and so in 2 years we added over 500 people so far. Channel, and we're back, we're growing, we're getting up to, in 2 weeks we'll be celebrating episode 400.
Oh man, folks, 400 episodes. You better subscribe to the YouTube channel right now. Catch the Craze, and the is not THE, folks. No. I'm saying it's DA, all right? So catch DA Craze, all right, on YouTube right now. Subscribe, turn on notifications, show them the love. Tell them Mega sent you, coño. Because you got to support independent creators. So you're doing all this, you hook up back with Jorge and stuff. And so the fires are burning again. The creative juices are flowing.
Yes, and when I made it public that I was coming back, another former friend who has a radio station, Mark Torres, another Latino, he has it came from the radio.
Yay! The Latino in the business, bro. Please keep dropping them names. I won't even. I'm not getting a broom to put them in no dustpan because I need to remember all these amazing people, and they need to come here because this is, as a Latino, not that I want to focus on just us. My show is for everybody, but I'm always inspired by people like me because I didn't have you when I was growing up.
Yeah, and that's the difference, right? And same
Right.
thing here. I didn't have that mentor. I didn't have that role model. So I had to use what was already out there as a prototype to try to figure out. But there was no one to guide me on the mistakes. So all the mistakes I made, the learning.
But you learn, yeah, man.
Yes.
I mean, that's the best college, bro. School
Yeah.
of Hard Knocks. That's Brooklyn for sure, and Queens.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So Mark Torres, he said, "Yo, you seriously come back? You want to come on my show?" I was like, "Sure." So he was the first interview I did in over 10 years on his radio show. I
love the fact that he appreciated you and remembered that,
Yeah, I drove all the way to Long Island to his studio.
Why? Yeah, I did it live in house.
Yes.
Hey, I mean, I could have asked you, but I don't know if you would have drove to Orlando. You know what I mean?
No, he has a radio station.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's different from what we do in podcasting. So that was
podcasting is the next radio. Don't get scared, radio guys. We're coming for you. Catch the craze, Comic Crusaders. We're coming off for radio.
There you go. And then I did the Kids Comic Con to test the waters because it was awkward.
Yeah. Oh shit. Let's talk about that before we get into the campaign.
Right.
Talk about the kids side of it. Like, what made you even start doing kids books? Because that's another angle of yours. Like, you're doing assassins and other crazy stuff, but then all of a sudden, here's this kid book. Here's a tender side of somewhere.
What's crazy is that I've always been attracted to all ages humor, and I tried my hand on traditional comic illustration, but it wasn't my thing. So when I wrote some of these books, I got an artist to do the stuff because that wasn't my skill set. My skill set is more cartoony. I love laughter. And so I've been, Charles Schultz, the Peanuts, Garfield, all of these things were the things that influenced me. So it was just natural for me to just create all ages fun for the whole family. And so that's where I do it, because I just feel like there's not enough of it. And especially now, everything's so damn tense. It's a great way to escape.
It's too serious. Yeah, I mean that's my biggest complaint in comics nowadays. Too much realism. And even Grant Morrison said, "It's like, why are you asking for realism? This is supposed to be fake. It's not supposed to be real, folks. Right. Let's enjoy it." Yeah. Too many people. How can he do all of this? So like, we start putting these real narratives to these make-believe characters. Now you're ruining the fun. For real. At the end of the day, it is why I enjoy what you're doing. I need to start talking about this because you have a current project out right now on Kickstarter, right?
Yes.
There's an alien in my toilet, and it fits with the narrative because it's an all ages sci-fi comedy. Yes. And right now, this bad boy, I want to bring it up on screen, but right now, right, we're talking about that you're only asking for a $1,500 goal. Very small. You are only $459 away with 18 days to go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I want to show this awesome little video first.
Sure.
Right. And then we're going to get into the conversation because we got to know. So hold on. Here we go.
Hey, I'm Samuel. And this is Duty. And this is Duty too. They're both duties. Anyway, I'm the creator of There's an Alien in My Toilet, an all-ages slapstick humor comedy series
digging the NASA shirt.
Everyone in the family can have fun with. I created the series back in 2005. Received a lot of attention. It did about 5 issues, and then I had to leave comics for a while. After 10 years, I decided that Duty and I had some unfinished business. So basically, he is tasked with coming to Earth on a secret mission. He's this egocentric, thinks he knows it all alien, and he believes he's the only one capable of this mission. Right? He's so smart, and yet he forgets to refuel, and he crash lands on Earth, and that's where the adventure begins. Duty also encourages education and learning. So if you're a parent or a teacher and you're trying to get the kids inspired to learn and you want to introduce them to something fun, well, every issue of There's an Alien in My Toilet has 4 pages of trivia, word puzzles, and activities that does just that. Not only that, this campaign, we have a limited edition latex doll, a plush doll. We have 6-inch 3D printed figures. We have trading cards and a coloring book and a guidebook, and the story. The story with a lot of heart. We have 6 covers by me, by Masia Genpro, by George Medina. A lot of heart went into this, a lot of passion, and I hope it translates. And if you're here, you're watching this, that means you're curious enough to want to give it a shot. So if you want to laugh, you want to be a kid again, and you want to just join us, pledge today. And as a special incentive for you, if you pledge today and you post on social media that you pledged, and you use hashtag I am a Dooster, and you tag Catch the Craze, then you will receive an official I am a Dooster sticker. I appreciate you. I'm going to leave you with this animation of Duty as he first gets to Earth. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Hey, oh, dope. Love it. Yes, this is so dope. He's damn bendito. Woody, how dare you? Sounds like your life, like coño, everything that could happen. Jesus. Yo, that looks so dope, dude. And it's humor, it's YA, it's fun. Thank you, gracias, bro. For real. Something fun. Oh my God, folks. Again, right now, as of today, there's 1,051 pledged out of a $1,500 goal. 40 backers, 18 days to go as of right now. Please pitch in. And talk about this. Talk about the inspiration and everything. And why a toilet, bro? You know, I mean, coño, is it because of New Jersey? Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's a 10-part miniseries, and that the punchline is not till issue number 10. So you'll learn what happens there. But Duty, basically, it was a newspaper editor that was looking for a comic strip for their paper, and they approached us and says, "Hey, if you guys have a concept, we'd be willing to look at it and put it in our publication." So I was driving to the Lincoln Tunnel, and then bam. And Judy comes in my head. He says, "Hi, I'm Duty from Uranus," and that's how.
That sounds horrible. As horrible as it sounds, it's funny as F because it's like, yeah, all right, I get it. Coño, que suciedad, but I'm doing it because this is the stupid type of toilet humor that we need sometimes. Similar to Jackass at the end of the day just toilet humor or ball crunching humor? I mean,
there you go.
I saw that last movie and I was just in tears, and I'm like, I can't wait to watch this with my brothers because we're gonna die. Yeah, but this is awesome. So you got 18 days to go. Talk about the inspiration, how you created this character. Who is this character? What's up, brother? Give me the deets.
So Duty's a larger-than-life young lad from the planet Uranus, and he's the son of the Emperor of Uranus. So basically, he's made to believe that he's the best thing since sliced bread. So, and he is under the protection and care of General Goatee. So
Goatee? Are you talking about me?
So the general sends Duty into what Duty believes is a secret mission to Earth to determine if we're a threat to his homeworld. What he doesn't realize is that the general is just trying to get Duty out of his hair for a little while. So Duty believes, in the ass. Yeah, so Duty believes that he's the only one capable of handling this mission because he's the smartest, most brightest, intelligent species in the universe. And so, in his arrogance and in his haste, he gets on his ship and he heads to Earth. Then he realizes he forgot to refuel. So he crashed. And then he refuses to admit that he crash lands, and he says it's part of his plan, right? So and now he has to survive Earth's simple creatures, and from you see with the woodpecker to wolves to a squirrel to a turtle to a bear, eventually leads Duty to a house where he sneaks into this house to find refuge from the wild animals. And in the house, there's a Chihuahua named Herman who thinks that Duty's a talking jalapeno. And and it goes from there.
Holy shit! And so he's able to communicate with the animals.
Yeah, with Herman, yes, with Herman. And so Judy.
So he understands dog, but not just no one else.
Yes, yeah. So and you'll find Duty has an active imagination, and you'll find in the series. That's why on the campaign you see all these different variations of Duty, because whenever he is in conflict and he finds up getting knocked out like he's falling from the tree, in his dream state he imagines himself to be superior than that life form that caused him to
So this is
go to
like
sleep.
Zim on another level, but this Zim is the loser.
Yeah, so he imagines himself to be, whether it's a military personnel, a Viking, a samurai, against his foe, and in his dream state he defeats his foe, but in reality it's the opposite story.
Of course, he's getting his ass kicked. I mean, but look at this. You got so much love from Heroic Times, Ray Tate, Katie Radio, Andy Schmidt. Look at that.
Yeah.
Paul Roberts. I mean, Channel 9. You know, even Kurt McCaffrey, like Screwball Comedy. The many faces of duties, as you were mentioning. And I'm showing on screen the many faces of duty. I mean, he's a pharaoh. He is a SWAT team. He even looks like Gunslinger Spawn. This shit.
Wait, hold on. And so, George and I spoke about that. There was Cowboy Duty before there was Gunslinger Spawn.
Hey! Todd McFarlane, did you take this from my Boricua? Come on, bro.
Man, I'm just saying.
Because Cowboy Duty looks dope. I mean, you have Cad Bane Duty. You got Samurai Special Forces. My favorite is Rambo, because look at that pot belly. He's like, yo, I just had a six-pack. Let me kick some ass. Yo, bro, the Matrix Duty cartoon. For real. And this campaign is chock full of stuff, right?
Yes.
I mean, you could, you can start from as low as $5, right?
Yes.
All the way to $85 or more. And I mean, can you talk about these tiers and everything that we're gonna get if we support this beautiful little project right here?
Yeah, so basically there's something for everybody. So and every budget. And so you can get the digital copy of the book for $5, and that's the international, and you don't want to pay shipping.
And how many pages we talking on this book?
So the story is 23 pages, and then there's 4 pages of trivia, word puzzles.
Oh shit! You're making it like the old school coloring books and shit. Huh?
Yeah, it's got everything.
I'm an asshole. Oh, I don't have them here. I put them away because my wife wanted to color in them. I'm like, those are my books. I color in them, and I had to hide them.
That's why I say if you're gonna get the physical. If you want to write and do, because there's a maze in there that you have to try to get Duty to get the
2 copies, folks.
Please. Yes, get 2 copies if you're gonna write in it. So so there's the digital copy, $5 for and I encourage all internationals, if you don't want to pay the shipping, because the shipping cost for international is outrageous. So get yourself the digital copy.
But let's not deter them, because if you have the money, go ahead.
Oh yeah, if you do, and then you have
deter no one.
Yes, and then you start with the standard cover, which is a cover done by George Medina, which is the $10 cover A. You have that option. Then
so that's which one out of none of these? Hold on. Is it this one?
Yeah, the cover A, the blue one with him in the water. That was by George Medina. Again, now.
Oh, hey, wepa.
I want to preface this. George Medina gave up the pencil over 10 years ago. He stopped drawing.
What?
So that is a rare find. So if you get a George Medina, one guy's selling that damn thing on eBay for $40. So if you get a George
Medina, because he knows the value of Medina, son.
Yes, there you go. That's what I'm saying. So you start off there, $10, and then the variant covers by me. You have Rambo variant cover. You have Matrix cover. And then my buddy Masiak Emperor did that variant cover of Duty in the Spaceship Crash Landing. And then you have the homage cover.
I like this. I love this one so much.
Thank you. So yeah, you can get it individually, or you can get it as an add-on. The add-on is $25. The individual is $30.
Oh.
But if you scroll up to the top real quick,
all the way.
Yeah, right. I'll show you.
Tell me when.
I'll tell you when.
Tell me when.
I'll tell you.
Tell me when, because folks, I'm showing off this amazing Kickstarter right here.
Right there. You see that? You see the outrageous weekend special?
Oh, outrageous for sure. So hold on.
That's a savings of almost $40-something.
Oh my God.
Just for this weekend, you'll get the homage cover to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 30
Ooh.
with the certificate of authenticity signed and numbered.
Oh, that's old school. Yeah, you going this RZA route, man.
Yes. And you get the Rambo and Matrix plus the Duty on the Stump sticker plus a button plus a digital copy of my kids' books plus a sketch card by me for $50. That's over $50 savings.
OG art?
Yes. You get a sketch card by me.
Holy shit, folks. If you are fans of original art, if you're not going to jump on this, you guys are insane right now. For real. And Jorge, here we go.
Yes. And that's this weekend only. This deal ends midnight Sunday night.
Folks, don't fuck around. There's a holiday weekend. I know most of you got paid this weekend because I know I did. So you better hit up this awesome Kickstarter campaign right now. We have time. But you know what? Don't lose time because a lot of these things are exclusive. All right. So support this Kickstarter. I'm sharing it on the screen. But again, let me reiterate. Folks, visit Kickstarter. There's an alien in my toilet. First flush. Holy shit. First flush, bendito. I mean, is this the first time you take the shit on Earth or something? What happened? Is the gravity different for him?
So now I'm also gonna entice people. So there's if I can share my screen and show you something really quick.
All right, well, share your screen. I'm gonna stop mine.
I'm gonna
put
share
yours on, and I'm gonna bring it on.
Yes, I'm gonna share this real quick. So this piece right there of Super Duty was done.
Oh shit! Look at that, folks.
That's an original piece of art that was done by a talented artist named Rodney Fike. He sent that because I if you're an artist and you want to get featured in the book, show us your version of Duty for a chance to get featured in the comic book. He did this piece, and not only did he do that, but now he wants to offer it up for anybody who watches Russ Explode tomorrow night.
Hey.
If you watch that show, there's going to be a live drawing. A minimum of 3 new backers have to pledge during that live show, but everybody who pledged to the campaign will be entered into the raffle.
Folks, don't F around. So what's the channel and what time?
It's Russ Explode. It's tomorrow night. The time, I think, is at 9 o'clock.
AM or PM?
PM, Eastern Standard Time.
EST 9 p.m. You heard, folks?
Yes.
Exclusive.
I'm going to have the link
Exclusive.
on the website. Yes. I'm going to have the link on the Kickstarter as well. After this show, I'm going to put it on.
Please share it with me so I can add it to the show notes so people know to attend.
Yes.
Because this is how, look at that piece of work right there. Holy F. So, dude. I love it. You're smashing it.
Yeah, so Rodney just said, "Hey, I want to help your campaign. We believe in your campaign." You don't understand. I woke up this morning and I got all choked up when I saw this. He's like, "We want to help you with this," and they said we want to off. And then I just couldn't believe it. So they're going to do it. Again, during his live show, if we get at least 3 new backers during the live show,
make it happen.
Everybody on the campaign will be entered into the raffle.
Make it happen, folks. If you guys that watch this program are truly independent comic book fans, he's telling you can get some awesome exclusivity here. And I know how the aftermarket is. So could you only imagine? He's already told you
that's original.
That Medina cover was going already for 40 beans. Imagine something OG like this. Oh my
original.
God.
And I watched him live on YouTube draw this.
Hey, don't you fucking dig that, bro? Look at the creativeness behind our gente, yo.
Yes.
Real talk, yo. That's real talk, yo. God bless, man. But let's finish up these pre-proof pages. Look at this. Look at the art. So much fun. Ay, coño.
So George letters the book.
How did you find your team?
Well, George, I've been working with George for since 2003, I think it is. And George, over the years, I think has become one of the best letters in the industry right now. Underrated
people in the business, for real, because without them, we can't read the books, folks.
Yeah, and it's not my strong point. And George does the lettering. Originally, the first version of the book back in 2005, he colored it. So we, it's recolored, remastered by a young lady named Barbara Saroji from Brazil. She does all of my coloring for interior of my books. She did this. And and George does the lettering on this.
Oh man, I love it. And going back to Russ's for a moment, if you want to check out Russ, please check him out at Russ Explode. The letter Explode, Plode Studios. Check him out on YouTube. I think you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yes.
I mean, this homie here, we're talking about him, and he's sharing love. So that goes to show you the level of professionalism and love he has for his community here.
Yes.
That's real talk. So look at, again, all these different versions. What do you get? I mean, and it looks gorgeous in the tablet, doesn't it, folks? Look at that.
Yeah. So those are the kids' books that I did. So you can get for $5, you can get the 4 kids' books that I did, each done by a different artist. Not I didn't illustrate.
How do you get your team, Samuel? Can you tease us? How do you even score people to do this amazing work like this?
So the Adventures of Cosmic Gorf, I did the cover there, but the interior was done by Masiak Emperor, who did the variant cover for Duty.
And how you found them?
I found Masiak online. I think I found him when that happened. I think I found him on Digital Webbing back in the days.
Oh, with it, wow, old school again. Showing out age, the Kanas, folks. Those white hairs are coming out.
Yeah. And then Mandy Pandy and the Curfew, that's done by my boy Hector Rodriguez, another Latino. He killed it.
What?
He killed it on that.
Did you do that with intent to hire Latinos?
Nah, it's just it just
happens.
Yeah, where we grow up, and that's what it is.
I know, because New York is so diverse that we don't actually see that.
Yeah.
We're just people.
But Masiak Emperor, he's from Poland. I
grew up in Greenpoint, which is the heavy Polish community. Let me tell you, I can't speak Polish, but I could understand it and help them at the bodegas for sure.
There you go. And then Scary Erin, I wrote, that was illustrated by a guy.
That looks so fun. That looks like something my daughter would love, and actually, it kind of looks like her.
Yes. It was based on my niece, and a team in the Philippines did that for me. Called Big Cat Studios, and then that final
Big Cats, I know Big Cat, salute, yo, awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Then the final one, the Oogly Booglies, that was done by my boy David Quiles, another Boricua.
Body's in the house.
Yes, he did that, and then you also get the bonus Rush 5377 comic book by George Medina.
Ooh. And let me tell you, folks, I'm in love. You're 5, 10, 20 different joints. I mean, you guys have the ability to get so much awesome product out of this from an amazing. Oh man, and look at this, yo, painted figures, bro, for real. I mean, what are these 3D? You printed them? Is it? I mean, is it limited? Or is it only 10 units? Oh my God!
It's only 10, and here's the bad boy right here.
Oh, wait a minute! I gotta see this up close, yo. Look at that, yo. Fire, yo.
Yes. So,
how do you feel holding a figure or something you created?
Yo, larger than life, buddy. Larger than life. I mean, it's like a dream come true to see what I put on paper come to reality, And so there's 10 of these.
Sexy, man. What size is that?
This is 6 inches.
6 inches. Okay.
Yeah. So
give it some Viagra. It goes to 12.
Huh? Yeah, I know, right? So this is the iPhone Max Pro, the big one. So this is the biggest,
comparable to the size of the phone.
Yes, yeah. So you put it against my face. Look how big that is. And
what's that though? That shit glows in the dark or something?
No, it comes that standard this way. So you can get it, like this plain, or you can get it custom painted by me. So there's 2 versions.
Oh, so you paint the 10. So out of the 10, we could either get a plain or a painted one by you.
Yes.
Oh, that's so dope. Yeah. Great idea. And talk about this plush figure too.
Oh, this one right here.
Oh, look at you, bro. He pulled out Alpha. Now, of course, he's gonna have to pull out the alien.
That's right. It's a battle royal. Battle royal.
I love it, man. How did you come up with this idea for that? Is this because you had that Alpha? I'm like, I need to see another alien.
No,
Alpha needs a friend.
My whole goal is, to create a multi-dimensional brand that I can pitch to agents and get it into stores, and that's my whole purpose. I'm
so digging it.
To build my own brand and try to answer as many questions. So when I walk into a room, they just look at Duty and they say, you know what, we'll do it. Let's do it.
My God, you even have a paddle. I mean, I don't want to get spanked with this, but I mean, what did you got? A paddle. Oh, folks, do you see? Look, he brings up the paddle. I do not want to get hit by this thing.
Yes,
That's for you, masochists out there. If you enjoy it, that's okay. But you know what? But you can get smacked by the samurai wood paddle art right here, if that's your thing.
Yes, custom hand painted by me.
Why does that make me think? What was that movie? Dazed and Confused. They needed this paddle where Ben Affleck was being the. It was Ben Affleck. He was the dick with the paddle. He needed to hold this one, bro.
Yeah,
bro. 23 inches by 5. That's just gonna hurt. Thank God I'm my age. Cause mommy and I'm in Florida too, so I'm many miles away from her. She can't hit me with that. So here you are, you talking about cars. Yo, look at that. Duty face Scarface. I mean, yo, you got some stickers, buttons, toilet stickers even. Like, yo, when you're gonna take a shit, look at this. Just look at this guy. I mean, dude, bro. I mean, why so much when it comes to tears? I mean, it looks so much fun, and there's your team, yourself, Jorge. Here's you at cons, wow, look at that. Hey, is that at one of those Big Apple cons?
San Diego, Big Apple, all the cons that we've been to. That's
Beautiful.
Just some of the pictures. I mean, I have thousands.
Oh, look at that. Yo, you have a class picture on this motherfucker?
That was a family. That was a family that came to the con and they ordered 50 copies because they were doing a birthday party for their kids. And they gave a copy to every kid that came to the party.
Wow. So they went to your table and they said, we want 50.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Oh, forget about it. It was like
you see, that's about us Puerto Rican New Yorkers. We almost sound Italian sometimes. Forget about it. You know what I mean? Hey.
And then I gotta support my people. So that's
what's this?
George Medina's Wonder Duck is coming up in May, so that you can sign up.
I told him, bro, I love ducks. I'm like, you motherfucker, you're gonna make me spend more money, and my wife is gonna be like, yo, why is this bill late? I like blame Jorge.
Yeah. So that's Violent Dogs is by Jer Winsborough. He's a talented artist, man, and his campaign is live now. So
if that don't look like a New York chick you see on the subway train that's about to like check you if you do some dumb shit.
Yeah, it's in New York. It's crazy.
Hey, yo, bro, I need him on next then. Come on over, bro. But for real, man, I mean, you have so many tears. You're doing your thing. You're celebrating comics, independent. You are. I mean, yo, bro. I mean. Your tiers, could go up to $500, $750. Yeah. I mean, but again, like if you're a true enthusiast for independent comics, folks, I think that honest to God, Comic Crusaders approved on this bad boy. You need to support this. This is real. This is comic books. This is fun. Take you out of real life narrative. Don't we need that nowadays, folks? I mean, thank you, Samuel, for doing that. Teaming up with Jorge, you got an amazing, artist. So, folks, check it out. It's on Kickstarter. Forbidden. There's an alien in my toilet. You feel me? So don't run out the toilet. Maybe he's nice. She may be nice. Yes, if they go by those standards, because again, they're alien. We can't assume. Yeah. Similar to America Chavez, a non-Puerto Rican character. She was an alien first, and Marvel only want the narrative to fit. When we have White Tiger, which is an original Puerto Rican character, and Marvel doesn't use it, so Marvel, fuck you. I will never accept America Chavez as an OG Puerto Rican character because you only change the narrative because people complained.
There you go. And this is all ages family fun. So there's a coloring book, there's a guidebook.
Oh my God, guidebook! I mean, I need those. Like, dude, what I need you to do. Let me see if I have it here. I don't. Shit. I need you to do like choose your own adventure with the alien. And you remember those old books like, if you want to do this decision, go to page this. If you want this decision, go to page this.
Yeah, I remember.
So that way we could have different adventures with the alien. Like, should I take a shit in this toilet or this toilet? You know what I mean? What decisions to make? Because when you gotta go, but you also gotta feel comfortable. There you go. I'm just fucking with you, bro. But I loved it. I love the concept, especially you as a Latino creator that just wants to put stuff out there for us to have fun with. So I always love to throw flowers to my gente. So thank you for wanting to do that, for sharing on that level, for just being awesome, man. Just bringing us some real entertainment. So muchas gracias, mi pana.
Thanks,
So
bro.
with that, folks, I want to shut down right now because I want to restream this bad boy. I got to keep it on the now. So, mi gente, much love. You know what to do. I've been sharing the links. Everything's in the notes. This is the Comic Crusaders Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. My outro tells you exactly what to do, right? Right, folks? So you better listen in intently. Much love. Follow Samuel. Follow the real Omega. Follow Comical Undercover Capes. Hasta la próxima. Wepa! Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.